So, full disclaimer, I have made a Japanese flashcard program before, and this is it. So basically, I wanted to be able to practice reading kanji with the understanding that I'm reasonably good at reading hiragana. I would say kana in general, but I seem to struggle with katakana, which I'm getting to that. So, anyways, this just has these samples in here, and then it breaks up the sentence into different. I don't think they're called lemmas. There was some other word for like a root word fragment or something. I don't remember what it was called. It wasn't lemmas. I just said words, but it's not exactly words. And then, so what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to read this, and then if I got it right, then I click good, and if I struggle, I click more work. Or I can choose individual things and say, hey, I struggled with this one particular piece. Now, the truth is, even though I at one point in time could recognize a few hundred kanji, I was memorizing them according to English meaning rather than memorizing the kun and the on. And what I should have been doing is I should have been learning the kun and on and jukugo, and then reading them in sentences, but I didn't do that. So that was dumb. But I'm trying to fix it now. So, yeah, sometimes it'll look familiar, but I don't remember what it is. So let's see. Something dane. Sugoku. Is this kirei? That's sounding familiar, but it's not because I recognize this. It's because I think I'm remembering the sentence. But I can turn on the furigana. いい道だね。すごく綺麗. Yeah, and I can play it.
いい街だね。すごく綺麗。
すごく綺麗. It goes a lot faster than I do. So I think that is definitely more work. And then, and this is kind of point in case. I really struggle with katakana, and they just don't appear enough for me to get concentrated practice in. So this is basu imade. Oh, I left furikana. Well, whatever. Ima de chaimashita. Oh my god. I suck. What is this? Cha? De chai? De chai?
バス、今出ちゃいました。
It is chai. Ima de chaimashita. What the hell does that mean? The bus just left now. De chaimashita. Well, definitely more work on that one. So, let's see. So I did begin here collecting hiragana and katakana because I want to make an Android, well, and I'll probably make iPhone 2 flashcard application. God, it seemed like that took forever to load. Okay, so I have these files here, flashcards, clean, and I don't know how many this is, 217 megabytes, so this must be pretty friggin' big. Yeah, so this is script class hiragana, and then it should have like an ID. Yep, ID 0. They're sorted by frequency. I got the frequency from somewhere. And let's find a katakana. Katakana. Boop. All right. Yeah, we have to get all the way down here to rank 296 before the first katakana appears. And maybe you start to see why it's hard for me to practice. So, America. Oh, that's the most common katakana. That's interesting. Yeah. Okay. So I think this looks pretty good. Let's oh, we don't need these anymore. All right. So ask Rock. When the hell did I do that? Oh, I guess I wanted to ask it about my book. Okay, whatever. Where was I? So, yeah. So path equals correct. Clean stories combined. No. That is not right. Using JSON. Using, not using. Jesus. I'm forced to use Java at my work, so some of it leaks out. I'm sorry about that. So with open.cards / flashcards clean.json read. Stop helping me. Encoding equals UDF8. Okay. That helped us. That was actually helpful. So let's see. Just print data 1. So yeah. Okay, this looks pretty good. So let's collect 1,000 hiragana and 1,000 katakana. And you know what? I'm expecting some of them to get deleted, so let's get 2,000 of each. So grab 2,000 hiragana and katakana. Katakana. Now, once you start getting into less common words, katakana start appearing all over the place. So even though they're not super common and the most frequent, they become super common later on. So I don't think there should be any problem grabbing 2,000. So we will say hiragana pile, I guess. So I don't know. Just like that, and then katakana pile. Katakana pile. So I guess just 4 item and okay, that's fine. I will not complain about the autocomplete if it's actually helping me. So okay, so if language. If script class is hiragana and level is 1, here, let's just see how many there are. CNT equals 0, CNT plus equals 1, and print CNT. I just want to know how many we're working with here. Those other tabs, 2,327. That is admittedly less than I was expecting, and it's probably because I specified level equals 1. Those are things which I am expecting to be reasonably phonetically intuitive. This is probably true of any language, but any way that Japanese words could, sorry, that's my little, okay, I'll stop. Any way that it's possible for them to be unintuitive, they are. So 2,037 available. don't know how many are going to be available, but let's take a look. I don't actually want to delete this yet, so Kata, Kana, and run. You see there's all kinds of katakana. And they're usually more phonetically consistent than hiragana too. So, I think this will do just fine. So we are going to say and length of hiragana pile is less than 2000, then hiragana pile dot append item, and likewise katakana pile dot append item, like that. And I think that we want to extract just the lists, right? Yeah, so scene equals set, and then we will say assert assert what? Item dot, what did they call it? Surface. I would have said word, but apparently whatever library or whatever I was using called it surface, and that's standard, so whatever. Not in scene, and then scene.add item surface. Oh, interesting. That is very interesting. That is not what I meant. It's not what I meant, and you know that that's not what I meant, you asshole. Is that the word for to say? I don't know, it's really small. Yoi. I was way off. Okay. I don't know why that appears more than once, but if we seriously have duplicates, then we're going to have to deal with that. So assert item surface not in scene. We're going to say if item surface in scene, then just continue. All right. All right, and length. Katakana pile is less than 2000. So now make sure that we didn't get rid of tons. It does not look like we did. Okay, now we should be able to remove all of the surfaces, and then we should be able to do a comparison check. Let's do that right now. Do you want to do it right now? Yes, we want to do it right now. What the hell did you say it like that for? Okay, so simple words equals boom. And then we will simply say for item in hiragana pile plus katakana pile. Don't do that, that's stupid. For pile in hiragana pile, katakana pile. And then for item in pile, Then we will just say simple words. Oh my god. That thing needs to stop knowing what I was going to type. That's actually getting kind of creepy. Now, we want to generate an MP3, and then we want to make sure that it maps back to the original. If it doesn't, then, well, we need to find out how often it doesn't. Let's see. Do I have 11 labs? 11 labs batch make right here. Oh, God. I thought that was my API key. I was like, well, shit, I can't upload the video now. But it does not appear to be the API key. So that's good. So request for generating an MP3 file from text. And then I believe it loads the key from... Yeah, it loads it from here. That's fine. Okay. Now I need to QA these. I should probably just generate these naively, though. So we're going to say words to generate. So just with open cards, simple word. Okay, that's fine. That's not what I was going to say, but whatever. Ensure ASCII false, indent equals 4, and engage. And here we go. These are all of the words that we want to generate and make sure that they match. So, new directory, I guess. New directory. What the hell am I doing? Cards generated, I guess. Yes, output path. Okay, let's see. How the hell do you use this? Example usage. Wait. All right, initialize generator, TTS generator, create some sample requests. Hello, how are you? Here, let's just practice first. So we'll come back here. I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, max workers equals 5. Create some sample requests. Administer curriculum. Starting batch process. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, request MP3. Administer curriculum. Definitely don't want that shit. Let's just do a simple English. How are you? Japanese. And it's going to be output path, right? just literally that .mp3. We'll see. I don't know how this works, so probably don't want to keep regenerating this shit every time. Total requests 0, successful 0. That isn't right. So total request equals length of results. Requests. Shit. Here, we need to make this stop generating every time. So come down here. With open, read, coding, JSON.load, F, simple words, did not mean to capitalize that, my finger slipped. Okay. Now, please, work this time, for God's sake. Alright, total requests, successful 1, failed 1. I think this should work. So, Explorer.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Alright, that is awesome. So, yeah. So if the desired path exists, then we shouldn't do this. So does this use a cache? Oh, it does use a cache. Well, if it uses a cache, then maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it doesn't matter if we regenerate. Okay. Let's do it. Let's make these right now. Okay, so we're going to say for W in simple words. And then we will say, we'll put this here. And then these are strings, so it'll be plus W. That damn it, I can't do it if not os dot path dot exists. Just the idea of regenerating these requests if it already is there, it's just stupid to me. I just can't bring myself to do it. So so I have no idea how long this is going to take. I don't know how many simultaneous requests 11 labs will tolerate. 11 labs rate limits. How many text-to-speech requests can I make? I should say API. Not pricing. God. DeepGram. You know what? I would use DeepGram if it had robust Japanese. DeepGram is fucking awesome for English. Let's see. 32 languages supported. 40,000 character limit. Okay. Sounds good, sounds good, sounds good, but what is the rate limit? Rate limit. Rate limit. Are we using V2 or V1? Oh my god. Just whatever. Run. Okay, open in Explorer. What the fuck? What you're saying that I've generated all of these before? Why? I have no memory of generating these.
Konnichiwa.
Oh no. Oh no. Do you see what happened? Oh, how embarrassing. Well, it's a good thing we had caching enabled. Right. Okay. Let's actually try it this time. Generate. Okay, this seems a little bit more like a reasonable pace. So, what does that say? Needs. Well, don't move. だからいいんだけど。だから負けないで. What was that? Fourth Naruto movie? Okay, so 212. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. And it's already 12:36. Hey, that's my favorite time. Because 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6, and 1 times 2 times 3 is also 6. So I just think that that's kind of fun. I should go to bed. I'll leave the QA. I'll leave the QA to later. So, see ya.